Hey parents, can I ask you a personal question? Do you have any prescription medications in your house right now? Maybe painkillers from a previous surgery or Xanax to help with anxiety? The reason I ask is because the misuse of our prescription drugs by our own children and their friends is leading to addiction, overdose, and death in your neighborhood and mine. Did you know every day in our country, 1,100 adolescents start to misuse prescription pain relievers? About 2/3 of teens who abuse prescription drugs get them from family members, friends, and acquaintances. Following marijuana and alcohol, prescription drugs are the most commonly misused substances by our children 14 years of age and older. And to make matters worse, only about 50% of our children understand that prescription medication can be dangerous when it's misused. It's time to start talking to our kids, and that's why I'm making this video. Starting these conversations now, while our kids are in elementary school, is the best way to prevent problems in middle and high school. We are the most important influence on whether our children will decide to use alcohol or drugs, and just by teaching them about the risks, they are half as likely to use them. We can do this. So, what prescription drugs are our kids misusing? Let's take a quick inventory. Do you have any OxyContin or hydrocodone in your house? These are painkillers, also known as opioids, and they are the most commonly misused prescription drugs in the country. Do you have any Valium or Xanax in your medicine cabinet? These are depressants used to relieve anxiety. What about Adderall or Ritalin? These are stimulants used to treat attention deficit and hyperactivity disorders. If you or your children are currently taking any of these medications, keep them locked up and out of reach. It's important to know these medications are being misused. Sometimes parents share their own medications with their children. Some medications that come in pill form, typically painkillers, can be crushed and then the powder is snorted. Some kids may mix the prescription drugs with other drugs or alcohol. If you hear the term farm party, think farm party, where kids grab a handful of pills from home, take them to a party, throw them in a bowl full of other pills, and then chase them down with alcohol. And some kids will simply take a prescription drug just to get high. No matter the method or the reason, the outcome is the same: potential for addiction. Now's the time for us to get out in front of this issue. Here are some tips to help you start the conversation. Explain to your child that prescription medications and non-prescription medications like Tylenol and Robitussin contain chemicals that change the way a person's body and brain work. Your son or daughter's brain is still growing and developing, so it's mom and dad's job to make sure that they stay away from any bad drugs. Explain that when a doctor gives them a prescription drug to help their body fight an illness or for pain, the doctor considers their weight, their allergies, and other medications they may be taking to safely provide the exact right medicine just for them. They should never share their medications with anyone else, and they should never, ever take someone else's medicine. Taking someone else's prescription drug can make you sick and could even kill you. On the bottle are instructions for how many times a day to take the drug and the amount. Not following these directions is very dangerous, so only mom and dad will give out medications and order refills. Practice with your child how to say no if offered drugs or alcohol. They may be offered a drug by a relative, family friend, or a friend. Here are some practical tips you can start today in your home. Discard any leftover or expired medications. Twice a year, the DEA holds a nationwide prescription drug take-back day. Go to takebackday.dea.gov for local drug disposal locations. Be mindful of not sharing prescription drugs within the family. Your children are watching. Count your pills. Know how many are prescribed and how many pills are left. Consider using a prescription lockbox to secure all prescription drugs and over-the-counter drugs like cough syrup and decongestants. Unfortunately, with the rise of prescription drug abuse and addiction, your family's prescription drugs could be taken by a family member or a friend. So locking them up is the best option. To protect against overdosing or forgetting a dose, you may want to investigate products such as timer caps. Timer caps provide an automatic timer cap that resets when the medicine bottle has been opened, so you'll know how long it's been since it was last opened. If you or anyone in your household is struggling with prescription drug abuse or addiction, please get help. Call SAMHSA's national hotline, 1-800-662-HELP. You can do this. Be the parent and let us know how we can help.